Okay, Andrew Bensley, we're looking forward to the Ballarat Cup. It's not far away.
Yes, good keen betting race too. On track here, the favourite is Demerger. It's been very well supported. It's offering value on the tote at the moment at $6.60, number 7. We're going to put it on top. We'll elaborate more on that shortly. Second pick would be Diamond Jake, the 2. Then out to Jackaday and Zasmine. So it's a good keen betting race there. The 4, not in any order, but numbers 1, 2, 4 and 7 are the main ones certainly in the market here. Tips are 7, 4, 1 and 18 for mine. I'm going with Demerger. I know it won at Flemington on a heavy track, but the format of the matriarch, horses progressing into the Ballarat Cup over the past 10 years, has been outstanding. It's got a nice weight at 52.5 here. Demerger, number 7, on top to beat the 4. Jackaday. Jackaday backing up after its Bendigo Cup win. Just got revved up a little bit last start at Bendigo. The others to include Zasmine and Kendalay, number 18, just passing me here now. It's missed a couple of starts due to wet tracks. It's got a firm track today, and it's the roughie to include. My thoughts, 7, 4, 1 and 18. Tony Vassell joins us from Aquanita. Tony, if ever a horse can win the Ballarat Cup, lobbing 60.5 plus the vest, it's Zasmine.
Yeah, I don't know how many...
There's been many do it.
Yeah, I don't know how many place getters have been in Melbourne Cups that have fronted up in the Ballarat Cup. It's coming back in distance, Andrew, but horse has done exceptionally well since the Melbourne Cup. Was toying with the idea of running in the Bendigo Cup last week, and I probably got overridden by my thoughts running, towards the Sandown Classic, and had that track have been a good track, I think he would have won.
Yeah, he would.
But it never happened. The track was heavy, didn't run him. Probably regret not running now in the Bendigo Cup, but had he won the Bendigo Cup, he probably wouldn't have 60.5 here today. So, all things being equal, here he is, Ballarat Cup, 60.5, big weight, but he's the best horse in the race.
Does he lead? In your mind, Tony, you would have summarised the race. There's normally a little bit more pace in cup races.
To try and get a position. This horse is, even though he's a front runner, he probably hasn't got excessive gate speed, and where he's drawn, people might see that as a negative. I think that's a positive, because he had it drawn inside and didn't have enough speed to match it for that first initial sprint up for a journey like this. But I'm pretty happy with the horse. I think he'll run very well.
Good luck to you, Tony. You've had a good spring, but this might just cap it all off. Good luck with you and Aquanita.
Thanks very much, Andrew.
Thanks, mate. Tony Vassell there joining us, the trainer of Zasmine. It has been supported in the last call coming through, number 1. It is unders the tote, but there's support for it on track. Diamond Jake, there's value on the tote. It has been easy on track here. Jackaday, it's now second pick. Jackaday, pretty similar on and off. Demerger, the supporters come for this horse, lock, stock and barrel. It's the only horse that's tightened up, and at the moment pretty close on and off track. And the next best would be Just the Part, number 10. But they're backing one horse only, Matt, in the Ballarat Cup. It's Demerger.
Okay, Andrew, now Karen McAvoy's got a good ride in the Ballarat Cup. He's on Demerger, number 7, $5.10. It really is trimming up. He spoke to Andrew before mounting up.
Big day coming up here at Ballarat for this race, Kieran, and Demerger comes back to a reasonably firm track after that heavy win at Flemington. It's been drying out. Do you pose that as any concern, just the firm track?
Yeah, maybe a little bit, Andrew. She's wet track winner, as you said last time. It's definitely no wet in the track today, as everyone can see. So it's a tough race to work out. There's obviously class horses, and you've got horses with light weights coming through the race as well. But it's going to be an interesting one.
I guess we can't say that the horse is no good on a firm track. I mean, I know it's been there 10 times and it's been placed only twice, but his efforts have been okay.
Yeah, no, runs have been good. We've got a nice draw, so we're going to hopefully find a nice position. It looks as though those men will go to the front. There's and Diamond Jake. So if it's genuine place,
how long are we going to see Karen McAvoy for before he goes back to Dubai?
I'm going to be here till the end of January, but I'm going to have December off, or a bit of December, and have a bit of a break, and then freshen up for a bit of, right in January, and then head off to Dubai at the end of January. So I'll be around for a little bit longer yet.
That's Karen McAvoy there. We're just standing by for correct weight to come in from Doomben. Numbers there on the previous were 11, 3, 7. Fourth went to number 14, Sarboy, and correct weight is there. With Sarboy fourth, the first 4 was $3,116 and 80 cents. Now the Ballarat Cup and runners are about to line up. Last year it was taken out by Western Waters, who won the Bendigo Cup and also the Ballarat Cup. Now, latest news from the track is that there's a late rally for Zasman, number 1. A bit of support for Tony Vassal's horse, but most of the support is for number 7, Demerger. That's the horse they want there this afternoon. The mare trained by Danny O'Brien at Flemington. She's got a lightweight, she's got a good barrier, a good jockey on board, Karen McAvoy, and she's a last start winner at Flemington. She won there on Oaks Day it was. She won the Matriarch Stakes over 2,000 metres. Demerger, Cup favourite now trimming up to $4.80 ahead of Jackaday. That was Tony Brassel's pick in the race. Tony tipped 4 Jackaday to beat 1 Zasman and 2 Diamond Jake. Jackaday ran second in the Bendigo Cup last time out behind Gallic. He'd also run second to Stamen at Flemington prior to that in a listed race over 1,800. Shane Fleeden has really got him going well. Jackaday, he's reasonably lightly raced. He's only had 15 starts, but he's won 5 of them with 4 minor placings. That's a very good strike rate. We know plenty about Zasman. He's got that big weight, 60.5 kilos. I don't think a horse has ever won the Ballarat Cup with 60.5 kilos on his back. Certainly not in the last 50 years they haven't. He's coming off the big run in the Melbourne Cup, of course, when Nicholas Ryan rode him. Damien Oliver's on board today. All right, let's head to Ballarat for the Cup.
Zasman going up. Lodger about to come up. Zasman 570, Diamond Jake 710, Honorjeune 1250, Jackaday 5 and Demerger favourite at $4.90. Just the part $13.80. Half the field in. Demerger goes up. Honorjeune now coming in. Now Bahare goes up. Now Spur, the stablemate, now moving in. Mooball goes up. So Le Boucheron, Kendalay, just the part to come up. Gates are filling in well. Demerger will run the favourite number 7 at $4.90. 1 Zasman 570, 2 Diamond Jake 7, 3 Honorjeune 1230, 4 Jackaday on 5. And that's it. Just the part about $11.80. Nearly set now. Perfect day. Big crowd. This is the Carlton Draft Ballarat Cup. Lights on. Racing. Caught them in a good line too. Jackaday jumped away well with NZ and Spardanza. Lodger dropped out early. Our Bahare's up on the pace and just the part is working across. Our Spur is handy and so too Diamond Jake. Zasman got the 4th on the outside, passing the post the first time, and just the part will lead. A length and a half away Demerger, about 7th out of the straight. Le Boucher on his outside, followed by NZ back on the inside. A length and a half away came Honorjeune, followed by My Jabril Mooball, then Kalashani Star, Lodger, Kendalay, and Tillings to Bounty Beat at the 1,600 metres, and just the part leads by a length and a half to Zasman. Irish Crusader, 3 outers going forward. Our Spur is 4th, a length and a half away Jackaday, tucked away 7th back on the inside of Diamond Jake. Then Le Boucheron, followed by Our Bahare. Going forward now on the outside in turn is Demerger making ground. A length and a half away Mooball, followed by My Jabril. NZ back on the inside. 2 lengths away Spardanza, Honorjeune, Kalashani Star, Lodger. 2 lengths to Kendalay and 2.5 away Bounty Beat. Heading up towards the 1,000, 15 lengths to cover the field. And Murphy has just the part in front. Just the part in the cup by 2 lengths to Irish Crusader. Our Spur is 3rd, Zasman 4th. A length and a half to Jackaday, tucked away 5th on the inside, followed by Diamond Jake. Le Boucheron racing wide, so too Demerger, followed by NZ back on the inside. Then Our Bahare, 2.5 away My Jabril, followed by Mooball. Lodger well back, so too Honorjeune, followed by Spardanza, Kalashani Star, Kendalay, and Bounty Beat is back of the tail. Just the part though, he set them right up around the turn at the 550. He raced 3 lengths in front of Irish Crusader, getting a run back on the inside of Our Spur. 2 lengths away, Zazman, followed by Jackaday. Hard ridden back on the inside, approaching the turn, straightening up in the cup towards the 350, and just the parties 2 in front of Irish Crusader. Back to the inside of Our Spur. 2.5 away, Diamond Jake, followed by Jackaday. Just the part towards the 150. He's still over a length in front. Irish Crusader trying hard on the outside. Murphy getting something out of Just the Part. He's in front. He's holding on. He's done the job. He's won the cup. Just the Part. A long neck to Irish Crusader. Tight third. Maybe Demerger out wide from Zazman. Not that far off them came Our Spur. Then Jackaday Lodger. A gap to NZ. Followed by Spardanza on a Jeune. Wellback Mooball. Followed by Diamond Jake, Kalashani Star. Then My Jabil, Bounty Beat, Kendalay. Last, Our Bahare. Tailed off Laboucheron. Just the Part, number 10, Garry Murphy for Darren Weir. It's a local win in the Cup. Dashing ride by Garry Murphy on Just the Part. He set them alight a fair way out. He bowled freely in front. He raced 3 lengths in front around the turn. He had enough on the post, but the job had been done. Congratulations to Garry Murphy. He's one of those jockeys that rides so well but doesn't get the opportunities, and to win here on the home track with Darren Weir combining Just the Part has done the job in wonderful style. Second, Irish Crusader, Steve Baster for Brian Mayfield Smith. He just kept coming. And Demerger's run third, a little luck always wide, Karen McAvoy and Danny O'Brien. 10-5-7, 14-1 Zazman, 15-2-4 Jackaday. In a truly run race, it's the local. Just the Part prepared by Darren Weir, Garry Murphy the rider, winning the Carlton Draft Ballarat Cup, and $14.10 is the win dividend. Just the Part by Archway from Joyce Yacoy, and Exalt Mira Bay Gelding 5 race by A&P Grant, B. O'Sullivan, R. Willard, P. Sweeney, A. Lingini, P. Hommelhoff, Mrs. E. Ligavati, and Mrs. S. Collins. Garry Murphy for Darren Weir. What a popular local win. Just the Part. Straight to the front, past the post the first time, and passing the post at the finish, still in front. Just the Part. From Irish Crusader by O'Reilly from Ex-Purveyor, Bay Gelding 6, Steve Astor, Brian Mayfield Smith, and Demerger by Sathor from Triatica, Chestnut Mare 4, Karen McAvoy and Danny O'Brien.
All right, there's Just the Part taking the Ballarat Cup. And Andrew, finally some good news for the Darren Weir stable. They've had a frustrating spring.
Yeah, Darren, in summary, I reckon this spring's probably been the worst time of your life, basically, with She's Archie, but now winning your hometown cup.
Yeah, fantastic, Andrew. Great thrill for myself and the stable, and it's great. Garry does a lot of work for us and his son and the family, so it's good for everyone all around.
I saw Garry walk out there a little while ago, and he walked down the straight and had a good look around. He's a jockey that doesn't ride a lot these days, but he's when he does, you know, he's there to do the job.
Yeah, terrific rider, Garry. Great track rider, real professional what he does, and summed the situation up beautiful today.
And he summed it up and dictated. Looked like there was genuine pace on, and really coming to the home turn, you were the winner.
Yeah, he's a horse that's got a real high cruising speed, but then when you ask him to quicken, he doesn't. He just keeps whacking. So I said to Garry to make sure it's a solidly run race, and he's certainly done that, and rated him terrific.
Guys, go and enjoy it. Well done, Darren. Darren Weir joining us there, the winning trainer, and I reckon they might enjoy tonight here. Darren Weir and Garry Murphy win the Ballarat Cup.
Well, they've got every right to celebrate, and they'll have a few dollars to do it, because the race is worth $110,000, and it sounds like they've had a few dollars on it too at the $14.10. It was almost a huge upset. Irish Crusader, $13.80 just for the place dividend, so it would have been massive odds for the win. And Demerger back in third spot, the well-supported favourite.